Hello, Maurice. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, Mike? Doing all right?
Doing all right. How about you? How was your Monday?
Can't complain, man. Monday, it's been a busy day today, but we made it. How about yours?
Mondays are Mondays. Yep.
It's Mondays and Mondays, but yeah, Mondays and Mondays.
Actually had a pretty good day. I spent a lot of time talking with a lot of people about racquetball, so
yeah,
not a bad day.
Good.
Well, I want to welcome everybody to Game 24 of the Real Racquetball Show. We appreciate your taking some time and joining us on the show. We've got some interesting topics to talk about, and we want to jump right in. Maurice, the first topic we want to talk about is the Real Racquetball Champion. It's an award we give away every month to someone that's doing something in racquetball that really stands out to your community. Mm-hmm. And we bring it up because we really need you to tell us about these individuals. The last show was the show before where we announced the Real Racquetball Champion. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm losing my mind. I can't remember. But either way, it was a really cool individual. Yeah. And it's not someone we'd ever known about because most of the people doing great work they're not looking for the notoriety. They just want to grow the game, or they're doing it for some really good cause. So if you have someone like that in your area, please nominate that individual, write up just a short few sentences telling us what they're doing, and email that to cshane@usaracquetball.com. It's there on your screen. It's for Connor Shane at usaracquetball.com, but it's cshane@usaracquetball.com. We need your nominations, and we're looking for all those people that are kind of hiding out in the club doing great work.
Yeah.
And I know they're around all over the place. We've found some really good ones so far. I think we've given 12 awards away so far.
It's 12.
Yeah. And every one of them's got an amazing story to tell. So send them our way.
Please do. I mean, I enjoy learning about new people, like you said, that we've never would have known, and seeing their efforts that they're doing at the grassroots level. Sometimes, volunteering or showing somebody something, it can be a thankless job sometimes, and knowing that someone's paying attention and appreciating it, makes it even more worthwhile.
Makes it better. And Tara was doing amazing things in your area, so that was really cool to learn, to meet her and talk to her. She really was great on the show.
Yeah, thank you. She's blown away.
Yeah, good. Well, she's doing some really cool work.
Yeah.
So next we're working at USA Racquetball on next year's championship schedule. We just finished the junior championships with the adult team qualifying, and as soon as that was over, we're jumping right into next year's schedule. So we're working on getting all the schedules set up, and we want to give a couple of the dates and locations for the first two events of the schedule.
Okay.
We've got national doubles is going to be in Tempe, Arizona again. And the date for that is February 2nd through the 6th of 2022. We've got the agreements in place, the host hotels, and we will have the tournament website up probably in the next 4 to 6 weeks. We'll have the tournament website up and people can start scheduling it. But we want to give you kind of a hold the date, plan on national doubles. And of course, there is team qualifying in that. So we'll start building the next year's team in February.
So wait, February, whoever wins, new set of warm-ups?
New set will be once the last of the qualifying events are over. And right now there are 2 qualifying events, national doubles and national singles. So once we have all of the qualifying events completed, then we'll name a new team.
Then new set.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and tell Nike or APS go ahead and put that name on because there's a problem with the printing issue, so we couldn't get it this time.
Exactly.
So get it the next time. You feel me? So just letting y'all know what happened at the junior championships behind the scenes. Actually, I got y'all.
And we've got them working on the new set already.
Yeah.
So we'll get you some diagrams and templates for you to take a look at.
Appreciate that. I need that tailored the way it can fit.
Okay.
You feel
with that athletic touch. Yeah. Okay. We'll work on that.
Appreciate that, Mike. No, but speaking of national doubles, one of my favorite events outside the U.S. Open. It really is. Troy and I got to go to Tempe last year. I had a blast. Regardless of what happened on the court, outside the court. Like I said, that's where we met, and got to meet a lot of people out there too. I love doubles. I love singles too, but it's a different atmosphere to me.
Yep.
And I loved it. So I'll make sure to save the dates, and hopefully we can head out there.
Yep. That's great. It's one of my favorite events. The attendance is always really good. We have a lot of people show up at it, and Tempe's such a great place to go, especially not so much for you being in the Atlanta area, but in the Midwest. February, it's a good time to go to Tempe.
Yeah, it definitely is. A lot warmer there.
So February 2nd through the 6th, mark it on your calendar, make your plans. We've already contracted with the Graduate Hotel, so they will be our host hotel again this year. We missed out on them last year, and so the Graduate and the Moxie will be our host hotels for this year.
Okay.
So, and that's always great. Those are nice facilities. Those that have anybody that hasn't gone, you can walk from the hotel to the club. It's a beautiful location, nice. It really is. It's worth going. Tempe's nice in February. The next event we're going to have on the schedule is National High Schools. We rotate between St. Louis and Portland.
Okay.
In 2022, it will be in St. Louis. And the dates will be March 2nd through the 6th. So all you high school kids, mark your calendars, start your training, get ready. That, again, is just an amazing event to go to.
Yeah.
Get 400 to 500 high school kids playing.
Really?
Huge event. Yeah, it is phenomenal. A lot of different high school teams come and compete. It's worthwhile if you're in the area. Just come and see. So
I've never been. I didn't know it was that many. Wow.
Well, I'll tell you what. We may see if we can't get you and Troy to come out and do a clinic for us.
Oh,
wouldn't that be cool?
We with it. Yes, please. We would love to do it.
It was. Wow. The clinic you guys did at the juniors was so well attended, and we had such great feedback on it.
Thank you.
It just might be some. We'll talk about it. We'll see if we can't make something like that happen. It'd be fun to get you guys to come out. It's such a cool event.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
The high school students, the athletes are cheer and scream and yell, and it's a lot of excitement, and it's a lot of fun. So we'll see if we can't get you to come out March 2nd through the 6th.
Okay. All right.
We'll see if we can't make that happen. St. Louis, is a great place to go. Neat city. We really were disappointed we weren't able to have the festival there, but by March we'll be able to have the high school championships. So the things that we're still working on, we don't have contracts. We don't want to announce dates or locations until we have an actual contract signed. That way there's no chance of it changing. But we're working on the collegiate championship, national singles, and national juniors. We've got a lot of things we're working on. We've got locations selected for them that we're working on getting contracts in place. And as soon as we have the contracts in place, we will make that announcement. So get everybody to stay tuned. All of those, we plan on having a full slate of championships next year. So stay tuned, and we'll see what we can't make happen that will excite everybody and get everybody back into full racquetball mode. So we had a couple of questions. One of them, I hope everybody's getting a chance to watch some of the Olympics. That is, I don't know about you, but it just fascinates me. I watch sports that I never watch any other time, would not care at all about. But it's just the competition and the passion that the athletes have, and to know that they're the best in the world at what they're doing, competing, and to watch. I've watched, I don't know, a couple matches of U.S. versus somebody in water polo. I've never watched water polo, but it is really exciting to watch. Yeah. So I've gotten to watch a lot of the Olympics this last week, and we anytime the Olympics are on, we get the questions about why isn't racquetball in the Olympics. It's racquetball's been popular in the U.S. for many, 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 many years. But the sports that make it into the Olympics, it's not about how popular it is in one country or two. It's about how many countries compete in it. They've got a minimum number of countries that compete in the sport. Mm-hmm. And I believe, don't hold me to it, but I read somewhere where they have to have at least 70 countries compete in it if it's a men's sport. And I believe it's 50 countries compete in that sport if it's a women's sport.
I think I read that too.
In order to qualify as an Olympic sport.
Mm-hmm.
So racquetball is popular and it's growing. There are a lot of countries playing it now that weren't playing it 10 years ago. So it's building across the country, and the IRF, the International Racquetball Federation, is really working hard to grow it across the world. There's a lot of new racquetball being played in Asia. European countries are playing it more now than they were before. So we just need to spread it across the world more, and that's what will get it a chance to be in the Olympics. So it's not about the U.S. viewership. It's not anything to do with how many people play it in the U.S. or Mexico. We need a lot more countries playing it. So
I think it's the same for I know you could say well, why is skateboarding or softball or baseball? It's a host country could maybe pick a few sports because they're the host country. So skateboarding got in there, and then softball got in there. But who won said sports, right? And so, hey, here's a challenge for everybody, right? So hopefully if the U.S. is able to host the Olympics, let's build racquetball up as much as it can. So hopefully U.S. hey, racquetball would be a sport USA might be dominant in. Let's select that as a sport. Now you get international viewership of the sport, right?
Exactly.
That's one way to get it in there. So let's try and share this feed, share anything dealing with racquetball. It's hashtag racquetball. It could be a shirt, a racket, a ball, a glove, anything. A match you're playing with your buddy. Y'all be surprised.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting here, I'm like, let me just go watch two people have fun. You never know what you can inspire someone to do. So let's do it. Challenge myself to do the same thing.
Absolutely. Get somebody new on a court, get them playing.
Yep.
And you'd never know that the person you get playing may have a kid that wants to play racquetball that may be the next superstar.
Yep.
Get the juniors on the court and get them to play. And you're absolutely right with the host country gets to select a certain number of sports. And they're always going to select sports that they believe they will succeed in because it's about the medal count.
Absolutely.
They always want to have the most medals. So you're right. Skateboarding and baseball and softball were included this year, which always surprised me that baseball and softball haven't been for a lot of years.
I agree. But I guess the country limit
is so popular in the U.S., right?
Yeah.
But how many other countries play baseball or softball? Apparently not as many as I think they do, because otherwise it would be a full-time sport. But they invited this time. It's been great to watch some of it. And I believe Japan beat the U.S. 1-0 in softball to take the gold medal.
Yep. So
there you go.
I want to say the men are still in it. I'm not sure. I think they are, though.
Are they? I don't know. Yeah. Skateboarding, I think a Japanese athlete won the skateboarding, I believe.
Yeah. I know he did. He's nasty.
It's cool that, and when they come to the U.S. will select sports that they are going to get medals in. So we need to build our system up and help our athletes out the best we can. Teach some young players to play. So another topic that's really been popular around is, of course, COVID. And we thought we had kind of seen it in the rearview mirror, but it's not. It's back again, and cities and counties and states all over the place. I don't know, about Atlanta, your area, but in the Kansas City area, a lot of states are mandating masks again.
Really?
Everybody indoors has to wear a mask. Now, they're not closing things down like they were before, so clubs and stuff are all staying open. And I don't know how the mask mandate is going to affect the club that I play at, but I just hate seeing that start. So kind of the point is, tournament directors, people running events, those type of things, be sure and check your local and county mandates, state mandates. Make sure that they're changing daily. So check and make sure that your event is following all of the guidelines. like them or not, believe in them or not, support them or not, we have to follow the guidelines, or it affects our ability as an organization to provide insurance. We're well covered. We've got terrific insurance for our event runners, but we have to follow the mandates. We can't be breaking the rules and then expect the insurance company to help us out when we get in trouble. So check all your local, county, state mandates, make sure you're following them, provide, you want your athletes to be safe, provide all of the personal protection equipment you need. If you're not sure what that is, reach out to us. We'll help you find out who to contact. We do have some information on the website. You can download that. It's got some guidelines on it that we put out early in the COVID time. So they still apply, and unfortunately they're starting to apply more now than they did just a couple months ago. So check it out and be safe. Keep your athletes safe. But kind of with that, something that's really cool. I was in research today, realized we have 90 sanctioned events between now and the end of this year. Tournaments, leagues, ladders, clinics. So there's a lot of things going on or planned to go on between now and the end of this year. Sanctioned events with USA Racquetball. So thank you all. Do all you can to support them. Go play, enjoy it, compete in it. It's all about the competition. So go enjoy and make friends. But it's great to see that many events. I know this time last year, there weren't any. Well, very few. I won't say there weren't any. There were a couple happening here and there. But it was 10 maybe. So
it was
great to see. And I expect there'll be a lot more than that happen, because a lot of the events that were postponed from last year, people are changing dates now. I changed 2 different dates today for events that were scheduled for last year, and they've scheduled them in for this year. So keep an eye out, market those things out to everybody. Some of the big events happening. One of the ones coming up here pretty quick is the World Singles and Doubles in Highland Ranch, Colorado. It's the 12th through the 15th. So I know the entries are closed. It's got a waiting list. They had so many people sign up that they had to close it off and put a waiting list on. I think he's got 299 players signed up for that event. So really cool. But part of the attraction of that, amateur prize money is $5,000, and he's got $50,000 in pro prize money. Pretty cool. Nice.
Nice change.
Yeah. It's got IRT, LPRT. They're doing a kind of a new event. Well, it's not really new, but it isn't done much. It's pro mixed doubles as opposed to just pro doubles. That's kind of cool. I'm really anxious to kind of watch that. I hope they're able to stream some of those matches. I don't know. Do you play mixed doubles at all?
Love mixed doubles. My favorite.
Do you really?
Love it. It's best thing on the court to play. If you got players that know what they're doing, it's like men's or just doubles. But because the dynamic is, you've got the guy typically, right, who just hits the ball hard and wants to master it. But if you got a partner who can just hold their own, right, and so it's now the female players holding their own. And so how do you break that dichotomy? Because now you got 2 different game styles being played on the court, and some you have a stronger female player playing with a more passive guy or a more defensive guy. It's the combinations are endless at that point. It's like combining men's doubles or women's doubles and then meshing them together, right? And so it is mixed doubles. To me, is one of the best divisions. Now you've got mixed pros, and so you've got pros teaming up with players you probably would never see them play with, right? And going and compete against other teams you would never see compete. Or teams who you've seen compete before, and seeing, is this team with the greater chemistry going to beat another team, or does talent going to beat something else? It's going to be fun to watch.
I'm anxious to watch it because I'll be honest, my level is way below you guys in the pros. Certainly, I mean, it's not even. But I've never liked mixed doubles.
Really?
I had a lot of people ask me to play throughout the years, and I just always turned it down. I hated it.
Really?
It's my thing. Because part of it is, it just made me mad. if you're playing against a team and they're losing, and usually when somebody plays against me, they lose. So they were losing. And so the guy starts driving the ball at the girl.
Yeah.
And it makes me mad. And then you have to do something about it. I just don't like that dynamic at all. I don't want that frustration in the game. I want to be able to just play. And just naturally, if you hit the ball hard and it goes to the other side and it goes towards the girl, I always felt bad about it. I had to go apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit the ball hard at you. Well, yeah, I did.
Right. Wait.
So I don't know. It's just it never sat well in my mind. I always struggled with it. So
no, I mean, you could take it as, and I don't want to be offensive at all, but you could take it where for whatever reason, some people assume the female player is just going to be like not a part of the team. But it's like if I played with a lower level player, I'm not going to go over there and just dominate the court. I'm just not. Yeah. Two things. One, I'm too old for that. I don't have time for that.
Too old for that.
Not happy, right? And then two, I can instill confidence in my partner. That way, if he or she feels like they can compete, they're probably going to do better, right? Regardless if they missed or not. It's, hey, move on to the next round. You got this. You're going to catch fire soon, Now, that player who might have been shunned, like when I travel and go to different states, especially I went to California one time, and they gave me, like the worst guy. We dominated, not because I was taking over, but because he was so used to standing in the corner, not knowing where to stand because everyone would impede on his space. And I'm like, no, like stay right here. If you're gonna be in a rally, stay here. And every shot that comes to your court, that's yours. You execute it, whether you skip it or not. Hey, I just want you to have fun and just try. Exactly. The only thing I can say is don't try, but please try and have fun. That's all that matters to me. And it made his day. Cool. That's to me is what racquetball is. One of the things what racquetball is about. If I can see someone else having fun, regardless if we win or not, did you have fun? We did. Yeah. Cool. Let's move on to the next one. Like it doesn't matter.
Well, we all play doubles then, because I'm the one that's going to stand in the corner for you.
Nah, let's go, Mike. I'm taking you out that corner. Nah, Mike, come on, Mike, right here. That's you, Mike. Oh, they hit a pinch. So that's not mine.
Well, I'm looking forward to watching some of the mixed.
It should be a fun
pro doubles. I think that'll be intriguing. I think it's a different dynamic than just pro doubles that I don't get to see very often. So I'm anxious to watch it. I hope they stream enough of it that we get to see it. Some of the other events coming up, the 36th IRF World Senior Racquetball Championships. Gary Mazroff runs it out in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The entries closed yesterday, August 1st, and they've got 183 people entered in that tournament. So it's a nice, good-sized tournament. It's August 31st through September 4th. So I've heard a lot of great things about that tournament. Everybody says that Gary runs a phenomenal event. I've never had a chance to go out and see it, but and I know I'm not going to get a chance to this year, but I may mark my calendar for next year. You're not old enough to play in it, so you don't need to worry about it. But
I don't know, Mike. I feel that old. You never know. Just a little bit of hair and makeup. You never know. Get a nice beard right here. Come on, man. You never know.
Well, I'd have to put some hair and makeup on to look less old, so I'd get in. But that one, I've heard great things about that event, so everybody gets a chance. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And of course, the U.S. Open, the 2021 United Healthcare U.S. Open, October 6th through the 10th, Minneapolis, of course. And he's got 216 people signed up already. So if you're thinking about going, everybody, get your entries turned in. Get your hotels reservations made. There is a ton of really cool stuff planned for that week. As you know, it's the 25th anniversary. It's Doug's retirement. He's going to retire as the tournament director. And he's got everybody that's won a U.S. Open is scheduled to be there. They're going to have a huge event, a lot of different things happening. So if you're planning on going to the U.S. Open, get your stuff, get your hotel, sign up, get out there and play. It's going to be a fun event. So
it'll be fun. Yeah. I'll be there. So that's okay.
I'm assuming you're going, right?
Yeah, me and Troy will be there for sure. My family's going too.
Good. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. And then shortly after that, I think it's 2 weeks. There's a week between it and the three-wall ball World Championships in Las Vegas. Any chance you're going to Vegas?
You said it's 2 to 3. If it's 3 weeks after U.S. Open, I can't.
I think it's the U.S. Open, then there's a week off, and then it's August. I'm sorry, October 20th through the 24th.
I'd have to check my calendar.
Okay.
I knew I said it was that close.
Well, I've been out there twice now, and it's unlike any other tournament. It is a lot of fun. Of course,
I heard last year was a blast.
And it's it's near the Stratosphere. There's three-wall racquetball. There's handball. There's one-wall racquetball and handball. And they've added pickleball this year, but I think it's going to be earlier in the week. So I don't think it's going to run at the same time of the racquetball handball part of it. But it is a lot of fun. People just hang out in the sun, enjoy it, and it's across the street from the Stratosphere, so you can go over to your room.
Shoot,
it's cool.
I'll check. Yeah, I'll definitely check.
You should. It's a lot of fun. It's a neat event. I'm gonna USA Racquetball for the first time is gonna set up a booth. I'm gonna go out and sit in the booth and shake hands and chat about racquetball and see if we can give away a bunch of cool stuff.
Okay.
So, and I know Connor's going to be out there for a while. Renee's going to be out there for a couple of days to help man the booth. So, I think I looked today and there's like 86 people signed up. And by the time it actually rolls around and happens, there will be hundreds.
A lot more.
It fills up. And last year, in the midst of COVID, still had, I don't know, hundreds. I didn't look to it. No, there's 300 and something people, 400 people. Just racquetball players. You put all of the handball and the other, and the paddleball also. Don't want to forget about the paddleball players. Paddleball was really big when I was in Huntington Beach at the tournament out there. A lot of handball or paddleball played out there. That just really looks like a lot of fun. I need to get back into that. So, but never played outdoor paddleball. I played a little bit indoor.
Okay.
But the three-wall ball tournament World Championships, that's going to be cool. Las Vegas, it's nice and warm, even in October. So if you get a chance, make it out.
Okay.
What other topics? Anything you can think of that is happening?
Well, there was a question. Let's see. What was his name? I think Amir said Florida has the highest COVID Delta case, I guess, as of right now. So he asked, was there any updated guidelines for right now?
Well, there are not updated guidelines. It's the same guidelines we've been going by from the start of COVID. That is, if it's indoor or outdoor, you have to follow what the local guidelines are. If they're requiring masks while you're playing, then you have to do that. So USA Racquetball doesn't put any guidelines on because each area is completely different. So you've got to check with your local guidelines, find out what those are, and follow those completely.
Okay.
For multiple reasons. One is you want to make sure your athletes are safe. The last thing you want is for people to get sick because they came to your event.
Okay.
Second one is if you're not following the guidelines, then you're putting yourself in jeopardy if somebody does.
Okay.
So just follow the guidelines, whatever they are. It has nothing to do with political. Doesn't have anything to do with whether you believe in them or not. Vaccines. It doesn't. We don't get into that. Just follow the guidelines.
All right. There was another comment about high school.
Sorry to hear about Florida. I'm very.
Yeah. But I hope everybody stays safe.
Yeah, it's just such an awful thing to have going on.
Armando asks, he said, thank you for scheduling high school nationals. Any idea when the R2 site might be up with details?
It probably will be, I would say, 6 to 8 weeks. We'll get the doubles website up first. So we're probably, since it isn't until the 1st of March, I'd like to have the site up 6 months early. So it probably will be October, that area. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Trust me. They put on a really good show. The local organizing committee there in St. Louis has done this for a lot of years, and They provide phenomenal hospitality. There's a lot of courts to play on. The Veta clubs are really nice, so you'll have a really great time. And a lot of kids to play. Like I say, there are hundreds. I think there were somewhere between 450 and 500 kids the last one. And St. Louis just keeps setting records on the number of participants they have in their high school leagues and such. Even through COVID, they played with masks on. They followed all of their guidelines and still had record numbers of kids playing.
So I guess I've been there. I think me and Troy went 2015 rookie season. That was my first official one. And it was the St. Louis, their Nationals. They had one event outside of Nationals. It was a pro singles. And there were like 300 high school kids competing. They had 2 separate venues. And we did a clinic out there. That was our first one. And you had 2 lines. Like, there were so many kids, they couldn't all fit on the court. Like, it was a lot of kids. And I wish I was there. Like, it was a lot of kids. But at the end of the day, they all had a blast, right? Like, it's, for me, it's seeing the joy on their faces. Just anyone's face of just pure joy of playing racquetball or learning about it. I couldn't. That's just something that will always be just pure happiness for me. Cool. It's cool to see a junior, especially when I've experienced it, right? I don't get to experience the way they experienced, right? I didn't play high school, but just seeing the fun it's like, man, if you can just bottle that up and keep that forever, man, like just right there. But now it was great. So I hope high school goes on. Like you said, I hope we're able to be there. But at the end of the day, I hope it's a successful event and they all love it, because I just want them to love it.
It's so much fun. I've really enjoyed as much as I do the junior championship. It's just the kids have so much fun playing and they love to compete. So it's a lot of fun. It's really cool. Appreciate all the comments, everybody that typed in. Brian, I agree. Outdoor racquetball is a growing thing. It may be the thing that helps expand our reach and get us noticed more. So keep pushing it, man. We gotta get it somehow. There you go. I don't know if you saw it, Carrie Reitmeyer.
Hey, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm always down for some mix. I love mix. I love mix.
Carrie's, I don't know if you've ever played with Carrie or not, but she's great.
No, never.
She's great. She's a good player. And she's in it to have fun. So you guys would be a fun, dynamic team.
Let's do it. If she wants it, and she can have it, you can hold it down. Like, you got it. You do whatever side you want, Carrie. You got it. Just let me know. You got it.
There you go, Carrie. You're there. And did you meet Carrie at the juniors?
Yes, she did. She came up.
Okay, good.
I really want to say I saw her every day, but she came up and I saw her, but I wanted to tell her I saw her because she's a champion. I'm not a champion. You feel me? Like, she a real racquetball champion. I don't have that yet. That's royalty. And then I think she came up to that line and we introduced each other. It's very nice. I have nothing but respect for her. Thanks for supporting, and it's cool seeing her follow through the process. Like not just teaching, but seeing it through. Some coaches I've known just don't do that. They'll just give you something and expect you to succeed, and it's to me it's not the best way. But fantastic. Hopefully she can carry me to a title. I appreciate that if we get to play together.
Somewhere along the line, I think that'd be a fun thing to make happen.
Absolutely. Let's see. Are there any other ones? Or let's see. There's a one about me coming to Jacksonville. DM me, let me know. I've never been to Jacksonville. Been to Florida before, Sarasota. Rob, Chad, all those guys, love it. Know a lot of Florida people. I can't say I've met Noslin. No disrespect. Maybe if I did, I'm sorry. Old age,
That old age thing again.
Just let me know. That would be fun to do. I don't know if I'm going to be going to Tallahassee, so let me know. I'm always down for a challenge. I love it.
Good deal.
Mike, you could take my space. You probably win for me.
No, I could not. No,
it's not what I heard. Say that. Modesty goes so long. I'm just saying. Not what I heard.
Well, You heard wrong. Trust me, I've seen you play a lot.
Yeah.
No.
I'm all right, man. I'm all right.
Yeah, you're
Thank
top
you, though.
notch.
I appreciate it.
It's phenomenal.
I appreciate
All right. Well, I think we've come to our evening. We're at 37 minutes, and I was thinking we were going to wrap up quick, but great conversation. Love all the comments. Appreciate everybody typing in, making comments about the things we're talking about. Certainly let us know things you want to hear about.
Yep.
If you've got questions that we can answer about USA Racquetball, about international racquetball, anything you can come up with,
Yep.
Email those, text them to us,
Please
contact Maurice somehow, reach out, message on Facebook, myself, Connor, Maurice, anybody. Ask the question. We will work it into the show, and we like to answer questions of what you want to know about. If there's a topic, if there's a person, again, nominate people for the Real Racquetball Champion.
Yeah. I saw one more. Jeff Robinson, for you. You know I'm going to do it anytime, brother. You know, I love you anytime, man. Z players, not a Z player anymore. I saw you play. That's okay. And then JD, mixed was mixed, bro. Mixed was mixed. Blame Natalia. That wasn't on me that time. We played them. I see the term. I can't remember the year. And Natalia Mendez carried me to victory. She's a great player. I can't wait to see the mixed pro at Worlds. I can't wait to see it. That's gonna be a fun division.
It's gonna be exciting.
Really gonna be a fun division. Yeah.
Jamie Torres, before we sign off, Jamie put a question asked if there's any resources on how to be a new tournament director. Absolutely. Tournament director, being a tournament director is a tough job. I've been doing it for 20 years, ran 6 racquetball tournaments and 2 handball tournaments every year for a long time. It's extremely rewarding personally. But if you reach out to me, my email address is on the USA Racquetball website, all my contact information. I would be happy to help you set yourself up as a tournament director. It's really simple. You need to Safe Sports certified, background checked, and then there's you just sign up. It has to be a tournament director, and you're good to go. And we will walk you through. I've helped a lot of people become tournament directors and run their first event. R2 does a lot of the work. It's really a simple system to run. It helps having somebody walk you through it, and I am happy to help you learn how to do that. The tournament directors are the backbone of all tournaments across the country.
Also, thank you for wanting to become a tournament director.
Yes.
Thank you for trying to put on a tournament. I really appreciate that.
It really is exciting. It's a lot of fun to do. And if you've got a good group of people helping you run, you can play in the tournament while you run it. You just need a couple of good volunteers to help you run your tournament desk. Get in and play. One of the things I tell a lot of my tournament directors that get into it is don't make it just a job. You'll burn yourself out and you'll hate doing it. Do it because you want to play. Get people to help you out, find volunteers, people to help so you can enjoy playing. Because a lot of people run tournaments because they love playing in tournaments. Don't burn yourself out of that. Just keep the fun in it and you'll enjoy it a lot. And you can turn it into something really big. And once you start running them, if you run them right, they will grow and grow and grow, and you'll have more players around you than you imagined you would. So appreciate that, Jamie. Reach out and we'll get you set up. Other than that, everybody mark your calendar. Game 25, the Real Racquetball Show, August 16th. And be sure and mark your calendar. Next show, we will have a full line of good topics again. Send us your questions and your topics. Let us know what you've got. If there's anything we can help you do, that's what we're here for. We really want to tell you what you want to know and help us grow racquetball.
Absolutely. Share the feed, please. Hashtag racquetball, grow the sport, have fun, meet new people. Good night, everybody, because that's all.
Good night, everybody. Good night, Maurice.
Good night,
great chatting with you.